Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name's Chris.
I'm Angel.
And in today's video, we actually have something pretty cool to show you. We actually did a little scene from Super Mario RPG. We hope you guys enjoy it and stick around so you guys could check it out.
So yeah, this is the second Peach that we've done, and this is the Mario RPG version. I don't know, I always kind of like this design, because it has like the cute version. I guess it was like a 3D version of the Super Mario World. And yeah, I guess I always wanted to do it. It's always like Mario's kind of the star of the show. Peach never really gets the spotlight. Maybe she got a game one time. Super Princess Peach. Yeah, they should remake that one.
So for those of you that are fans of Super Mario RPG as we are, you might recognize the scene from the intro of the game. Minding our own business, and then out of nowhere Bowser shows up in the background.
But don't you think that gets annoying? Getting kidnapped every other day.
I mean, for all we know, she wants to get kidnapped.
But I mean, if you're getting kidnapped every other day, wouldn't you just... Well, I mean, he's kidnapped her when she's in the castle. She's outside. There's nowhere to hide.
I mean, you think at this point Peach will start walking around with some security guards around her, because Mario doesn't seem to help. Luigi, even worse. The cube that you guys are seeing on the video is actually 6x6, but the little platform where Peach is standing on, that's about an inch, so that takes off an inch from the cube, so it's actually 6x5. 6x6 was already small enough, but taking off that 1 inch from the bottom really makes Peach even smaller, so it was kind of a little hard to sand the 3D print and like paint it. I actually had to paint it with a toothpick because it was, there was no way I could get in there with a brush. I mean, there probably was a way.
I modeled it pretty quickly because I had already done the other Peach, which was, I think it was a lot harder because it was more like a humanoid. I think we printed it a few times because the first time around I think the fingers were too thin, so when we printed it out, it was, I think they broke off. It was just pretty rough. I think we did it another time, a little bit bigger, and that time I think I broke the crown. Third time's the charm.
Well, this is one of the very first games where you actually get to play as Peach. The first one, I think it was Super Mario Bros. 2, where you actually get to choose Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, I think. But this was the first 3D Mario game where you actually get to control Peach and Bowser.
I mean, Peach usually, I mean, at least back in the day, she wasn't always a playable character, but I mean, she was in a few games. But I guess more and more, she's been coming more on the scene. I always like it when she's, included. I usually pick her like in Mario Kart. And yeah, I think she's like becoming, my favorite character, my go-to character. Or Luigi. Mario's been in the spotlight for a long time. It's Luigi's time to shine. I mean, Peach.
The original cube that you guys are seeing on the screen right now, we actually printed all the models with our original FDM printer, and we recently got our hands on a SLA printer. So we're actually redoing this diorama, but a little bit bigger. It's gonna be 8x8 inches instead of the 6x6. Hopefully that turns out a little bit better looking, a little bit easier to work with, and easier to paint. Well, one of the things that I like about Mario RPG is that you never stop finding cool new things. Like, for example, I recently just found out that there's like a secret boss battle with somebody named Culex. And I guess it's, inspired by Final Fantasy. I literally, for the whole 20 years that this game's been out or whatever, I never really knew that until recently. So, that's something cool about, you're always finding like these cool new secrets. Another one of my favorite things about the game is the soundtrack. I think it's one of the greatest soundtracks.
Yeah, the music is really unique, I think, in a way. But other than the music being really cool, I also really like the character designs, especially all the enemies and all the people that you meet in the game. They almost kind of look like they don't fit in that world, which makes it not in that world, but they don't fit in like in a Mario game. I think makes it a little bit more interesting to see something different. Because I mean, like the new Paper Marios, they have cool designs too, but I mean, usually it's like a shy guy with a sombrero.
speaking of the newer Paper Marios, I kind of don't like the direction that they went with every single NPC just being a toad. In the original Mario RPG, there's like all these characters, like all these colorful characters, like they're cool and interesting. They all have like their own story to tell, and then as you progress into the future, all these Paper Marios just started getting more bland. Although I do like the new Origami King. It was a cool game. It's just the battle system wasn't that great. I didn't really like the whole puzzle spinny thing. I kind of prefer the old school. Take your turns. Well, I guess you still take turns, but you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah, I guess it did look a little lazy with the whole toad, but it took place in the Mushroom Kingdom, so I guess it kind of makes sense that they're all toads. I think, why isn't that like part of the whole game? You have to save all the toads. And Peach.
I think everybody has pretty cool weapons, except I think Peach got the raw end of the deal here with their frying pan and umbrella parasol thing. I think they could have done a better job at giving her some better weapons. Maybe like a machine gun. Well, one thing I didn't understand about the game though, after all these years, is Exor or whatever his name is. Like, what's his connection with Smithy? Like, are they lovers? Are they friends?
Well, so this being our first cube, there was a pretty big learning curve. Like, I mean, just to get the cube, I don't know how many cubes we messed up. It was definitely worth it in the end. I think it came out pretty cool. There was a lot of trial and error, but in the end, I think it was worth it.
Yeah, I think the final result looks pretty damn good, if you ask me. We're excited about doing various other scenes from other games. Well, we already have ideas on other games that we want to do. It just takes a while to do all this stuff because we literally do everything by hand. We 3D model our own stuff. It takes a while, but at the end it's totally worth it, and I hope you guys like what you see.
But there's a reason we did Peach and I guess Mario RPG in general, because I haven't seen anybody else do it. That's the whole reason behind this. We'll be happy to do some more for you.
And now for my final thoughts. As all of you may know already, Mario RPG is one of our favorite games, and if you guys never played it before, obviously we recommend you guys play it. It's a great game. Just give it a try. It's on if you guys have a Wii U, you could buy it on the Wii U eShop, I think, and it's on that Super SNES Classic. You won't be disappointed. Alright guys, so that was our video. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys actually liked the cube that we made, we're actually going to be selling those.
We're going to put a link down below where you can actually go and purchase one. Hopefully you like it as much as we do, and if you have any other suggestions to make any other cubes, make sure you leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.